Your thoughts quickly turn to food, of course. Well, after all, there's the Lincolnshire sausage, the poached cheese and, of course, the Lincolnshire plum bread. But how do you know that you're getting the real thing, the real pucker item? Well, now a baker from the county is pushing for EU legislation to make sure that Lincolnshire plum bread is actually from Lincolnshire. Hannah Moffat explains.
5,000 loaves a week must tell you something about this Lincolnshire speciality. For over 100 years, this bakery in Horncastle has followed the same secret family recipe. And the only thing that's changed is how much they make. This popular Lincolnshire loaf is now gracing plates up and down the country, and it's even known to be nibbled for high tea in some very high places.
We first sent some to the palace in Silver Jubilee. And we had a letter back a week later asking for some more plum loaves, which is great. We don't supply the palace on a regular basis, but we did send some more down for a golden jubilee.
Now it's hoped Lincolnshire plum bread can soon join the likes of Whitstable oysters, Gloucestershire cider and Arbroath smokies as a protected product. It means only plum bread made to specific guidelines can be branded as being from Lincolnshire, arguably the home of the fruity loaf.
We'd like to have the product protected, so you can only make Lincolnshire plum loaves in Lincolnshire to prevent other people around the country trying to make a similar product but not making it to the quality and standard that we do.
Locals agree.
Well, it is Lincolnshire plum bread. It should be Lincolnshire.
Lincolnshire's Lincolnshire. We don't want anybody else taking it. It's like Cornish pasties, isn't it, being in Cornwall?
Well, I'm all for it. Yeah, it's, you know, Lincolnshire needs to have things what it's known for, so yeah, why not? Especially nice with cheese on it as well. I'll have another bit.
Plum bread will now be considered for traditional speciality status, and if it's successful, it'll join over a dozen other products with the approval. But this could take some time. The decision may not come for another 2 years. Until then, bakers here will continue to keep up with demand.
Hannah, thank you very much indeed. Well, tonight I spoke to Irene Bocchetta from the Food from Britain group, and I asked her what difference it would make to a baker in Lincolnshire if plum bread was given speciality status.
Well, it would definitely draw attention to their heritage and their tradition. I know that many of the bakers in Lincolnshire have been making plum bread for many hundreds of years, actually.
So does it actually mean it's got to be made in Lincolnshire, or it's got to be made to the right recipe but can be made anywhere?
Well, under the protected food name schemes, there are 3 statuses that a product can go for. So if the producers want to go for a protected designation of origin, then that means absolutely everything to do with that product has to be made in the region that they're protecting. So how will,
I mean, there are examples of this in the past, but how will plum bread makers in the county actually benefit if they get this through?
Well, one, they will benefit from the fact that they can share the market in as much that they can draw attention to themselves as a body of bakers within a region celebrating a heritage product. So nationally that would have a lot to say, but also if they wanted to export, that would have a lot to say even more, particularly as this is a scheme that's understood throughout all of the 27 EU states.
What I don't understand is it seems to take forever and a day to actually get this through, doesn't it? Why does it take so long?
Yeah, it has taken a long time, admittedly, but the Commission are speeding up the process. If everything goes according to plan, it is something that can be acquired within a 2-year framework. Admittedly, that does mean that the producer or the applicant group have to be quite on the ball and getting all of their documents together and their proof together.
So when the Queen is sitting there having afternoon tea, eating her plum bread, we know that it's been made in Lincolnshire? Well,
I would hope so. I mean, I'm very much looking forward to receiving their application and working on it.
Well, I should get you some plum bread and send it down to you now you've done this interview for us. Very good to talk to you.
Thank you very much.
There we are, the story of plum bread. Now, just finally tonight, let's have a look at tonight's main national headlines for today. Labour's pre-budget report announces reform